Hey, I'm Marcus.
I'm Atrax.
And I'm Nick.
We are working class nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, May 18th, 2023, and you can find this 198 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Cuckoo Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find a podcast in the galaxy really, really close.
You can also find every single Working Class Nerds episode on YouTube. Just search for the Working Class Nerds podcast or go to youtube.com/@workingclassnerds. Click on playlist, click on Working Class Nerds, and boom! Every episode past and present right at your very fingertips.
You can watch me play video games Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
You can watch me play video games every single Monday night at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And we're all on social media. I'm at MarcusB814.
I am at Atrax_A.
And I'm at Nick Vern. That's an gave you in this week's episode. The tripod of nerdiness is here again. That's right, you're stuck with the three nerds, the three amigos, the three idiots. Speaking of idiots, Atrax, what have you been up to?
Oh, what's going on, Nick? Thank you very much.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
What?
I'm going to interrupt this section really quick because
Of course you will, Marcus.
Yes.
Shocking.
You've never talk about your thing first.
No, it involves us. So I want everybody to know so I got the Snapchat. This is probably dating back 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago. I got it.
Okay.
And it's totally started off with me sending the ridiculous filter faces and stupid shit, right? That's how it started.
Okay.
But it's progressed into our daily working class. So Nick, myself, and Atrax are all in this Snapchat.
Snapchat group chat.
Yeah, Snapchat group chat. But it's become our daily discussions of our days. And
because you kept complaining about green text messages, so we found a better alternative.
But it's awesome because we just record ourselves at work saying stupid shit. But we've finally gotten to the root of Atrax's issues.
Okay.
And I've told Atrax it's time for him to become a video game tester. Apply for every video game tester job on the internet.
You should.
Because Atrax is only happy at work when he's eating tacos. That's it. That's it. There's no...
Oh, man. The good old taco truck.
Oh, yeah. You can tell. Your whole facial structure changes because it's just if you're not smiling, it's behind the eyes. The smile is there somewhere, when it's taco time. You're like,
good old taco truck.
Yeah, sorry. I had to let everybody know how awesome this Working Class Nerd Snapchat chat is because it's made all of my days at work better because these two idiots are sending me what they're doing and I'm sending them ridiculous shit that I'm doing, and most of the time it's nothing.
Marcus finds the most ridiculous filters and just tries to be ridiculous.
We get a lot
That's it.
Of Marcus with a full face filter. I think the most recent one was a sassy diva orange for some reason.
Oh yeah,
and we get a lot of just yeah, and that's it. It's just him and a filter doing that because he's just amused that the mouth moves with him.
Yes, I'm a simple creature.
Giant cheeks, giant nose, just.
Yep. Or it's I'm on coffee break and I'm like, hey guys, daily update, or hey, happy Thursday. It's Thursday, 9:30. I'm enjoying a nice coffee and a donut. And I show a background of the place that I work. And I'm just having a great day. And
hey guys, it's 10 a.m. Fourth coffee of the day. Here we go.
I'm like,
yeah. Anyway. Sorry.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
It is fun.
So this week has been fantastic, and that group Snapchat has made it better. That's how I just wanted to start this show. Sorry for interrupting you.
That's okay. It's in the show's nature, you know. The people have come to expect it, and we are here to give the people what they want. Right, Marcus?
Yes.
So, Friday, I had a classic game night with one of my friends. He when he was a kid, he played this game called Einhander on the PS1. And
I
don't know
this.
if you remember in the PS1 days, I'm sure they had the demo discs that would come with like the different gaming magazines, or you could just find them at the store. They'd be like $1. They'd be super cheap. And they would just have a bunch of game demos on them. And so I had one of these demo discs, and it had this game Einhander on it. And it was just like a side-scrolly 2D bullet dodge game. Kind of futuristic. And I could only get past the first boss. Like, once you beat the first boss, then the demo ended. So I only ever got that far. But as a kid, I would play that demo over and over and over again because I really liked the game.
Yeah.
And whenever I would go to the local game stores, I would always look for that game, but they never had it. Now, here it is years later, and my buddy, oh yeah, when I was a kid, I played that game like a ton, and I still have my copy, but I don't have a PS1 anymore. I was like, well, I have a PlayStation 1, so
this is just amazing.
I'll bring my PlayStation 1 over and we can play this game. And like, I can actually play past the first boss, and you can kind of, because you played it a ton as a kid, then you can show me more or less, like, help me go through it. So we just played through the game. We made it about halfway through because it being a PlayStation 1 game, when you lost your 3 lives, you lost your 3 lives, you used 1 continue, and you had 10 continues. So you had like a total of 30 lives.
Okay.
But that game is actually like kind of hard because you have to dodge, and 1 hit, you lose 1 of your lives. And there were a couple ways that you could kind of get away with taking a hit. Like, you could put your gun in front of a bullet, but then it would destroy your gun.
Right.
So you would have to either grab a new power-up gun or just use your, like, little blaster, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Pew, pew,
And,
pew.
Right.
Like
it was
intro
super
blaster.
difficult. Yeah, and it being a PlayStation 1 and now many, many, many years old, and it hadn't been unrolled in quite a few years, the controls weren't nearly as responsive as my now gamer hands are used to. So, yeah, I died a lot. We died a lot, actually, both of us. But it was a ton of fun. We had a lot of good times, and no doubt we'll get together again and play good old classic PlayStation 1 games.
My question to you is, did you have a memory card?
Yes, I have a couple.
Do they still work?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I think
Great. Because I still have a memory card with my Castlevania Symphony of the Night stuff saved.
so. Ooh.
That's cool.
Yes. Like,
That's
I
awesome.
always want to buy, like, sometimes you go into like those retro game shops and you see a PlayStation 1 that you can buy for $50. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I like always talk myself out of it. But like, even if it's just for one day, like, that's well spent $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially then you have a PlayStation 1. You can kind of keep it as a collector's item. I think, gamers in general, right? People that like collecting things, collecting old game consoles is cool. I've always tried to hold on to mine unless I'm directly trading them for an upgrade.
Well, I agree with you 100%. I regret my office now. Now that I'm in my office, like, I love it because it's small and it's quaint. But the one thing it doesn't have is awesome storage. Where if, like, I was like 2 feet bigger one way, I would just build crazy built-ins, and that could hold all of that stuff for me. You know what I mean? All my collector's item stuff. But right now, I don't have that at all.
I also need to work on that. I have a shelf behind me that's like half empty that I need to just work on putting stuff on. But outside of this one shelf, I don't really have a whole lot of storage space outside of my dresser, but obviously that's full of clothes. And actually, I condensed my dresser. I think I'm only using 4 out of my 6 dresser drawers. The other 2 are for electronics anyway, like my controllers and stuff, because I have my Xbox and whatnot on top of the dresser. But yeah, that is one thing that I'm with you, Marcus. Like, it'd be cool to put up some shelves or something and store some of these old, like the PS1 or the N64, put them up there.
Yeah,
just as
right. I just have a bunch of shit here that I don't need. Like, I would like to just have in a cabinet. And, like, I just don't, I could build one apart, like a 3-footer underneath my desk, and I could build one in certain spots, but it's just not, like, I want doors on it so I can, like, store it nicely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just take some of the clutter out of here, because I feel like because I don't have a lot of storage space, I utilize my space badly.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I know a guy that makes really nice cabinets. If you want me to connect you with him.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, that's because I don't have the space. Like, I do need to build them. And here's the thing, is because they're for me, I'll probably build them. Like, they'll be strong, but I probably won't paint them at all. They'll probably just throw them in unfinished just because I'm lazy as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, the door behind me isn't painted because it's mine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got a section on my wall where I ran out of paint, and it's a small enough section to where I'm like, I'll probably just put up a poster, but I haven't put up a poster over it even yet. Like, it's just a kind of a bare spot on the wall.
How big is it?
In an otherwise green room.
Yeah.
How big is it?
I don't know. Maybe like
guesstimate,
like 2 feet by 3 feet.
Nick, I should send him one of my extra Destiny 2 posters because he fucking hates Destiny.
Yes.
And but it's the perfect size to cover that paint spot.
The next Snapchat you're gonna get is like my room's on fire because I lit the post.
Or it's the poster with like a dartboard.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like a cork board and then the poster in it. Yep.
Well, speaking of organization and building things, on Saturday I played Go-Go Town before the super pre-early alpha demo was over. That was the last day. Actually, I think Sunday was technically the last day when they revoked all the codes. But either way, Saturday, Sunday, I played it on Saturday. A ton of fun. I know Marcus will talk about it later. I recorded my playthrough, at least one of them, and a little intro and stuff. So hopefully I can get that going.
Actually, it's funny you say that. I downloaded my first stream of the game where I played it for 2 hours, and I downloaded it, and I'm going to send it to the devs so they can watch me if they want to.
That's
cool.
There
you go.
You know what I mean? Just say, hey, this is my VOD, so you can see me play it, and, like, you guys will see things that are wrong, like things that I complained about. Like, when you go into the cave and you mined, like, 3 or 4 rocks, and you had to go back and mine rocks, there wasn't that many rocks. They didn't respawn. So for me, that might, like, just change the respawn timer on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
No, that's okay. I totally agree with you. I thoroughly enjoyed my playthrough. I didn't play nearly as long as you. I played about an hour, and that was when I kind of hit I forget exactly what the wording was, but the quest was, hey, you've reached the end of the demo, but you can still keep playing and do this stuff. Like, here's some kind of
you
loose
earn
goals.
$500, and there was a set goal, and I took forever to do it because I've never played a game like that, and I'm not in a rush. That's the thing about that game is, like, I never like a game that rushes me.
Right.
Like, I want to go at my own pace, and where I'm curious to see where this game goes, because it is a sim, and, like, every time the train comes into town, there's more people.
Right.
Right? So, like, I'm hoping that there's a setting maybe you can slow down the train so it's not coming as much. You know what I mean?
When I played the demo, when you talked to the people, they said, oh, hey, you have to do stuff in order to get me to stay. So I have a feeling that, I mean, they might slow down the train, but also people might come in and then they leave on the next train because not all the people will stay unless you do the quests to get them to stay or something like that.
Well, the long term of that is all of those people that come into town are going to have jobs. And eventually you're going to have an army of people sustaining a town.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
a lot of
fucking
fun.
mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
That's why, like, when that game really comes out, like, I'm going to be that, like, I don't know. I really want to get more into it.
Well, one thing that may get you excited is playing Prideful Sloth's previous game, Grow, which I don't know if it's still on sale or not, but I bought it while it was on sale this past week. And I haven't played it yet because I was focusing on Go-Go Town and another game, which I will mention in a minute. But that game looks like a lot of fun too. Kind of similar style, but also different, I guess, is the way to describe it.
Yeah.
Go check out Grow by Prideful Sloth.
Yeah, it's still on sale, $15. Oh, Song of the Evertree. Sorry. Mass Effect is on sale for $15. Miles Morales, $50. Gal Guardians. Oh, fuck.
Gal Guardians is on sale, Marcus?
No, it's just $25. No, we need to play that because, like, Nick and I. Oh, we played it too. A-Tracks, right?
Yeah.
Together. Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's an awesome co-op game. Anyway, sorry, we keep getting sidebarred here.
I agree. I think we should do that and record it and put it out for the nerds. But that's a lot of effort, and we will do that. Paris Major, CS:GO, the last CS:GO major,
the last
happening
Airbender.
Right now, yes. The last Airbender.
Yes.
My diamond coin is lost. I lost it in the last round. My picks, a lot of the picks that I had got eliminated in some pretty shocking turn of events. But also some great Counter-Strike was played amongst all the teams. It's been a really, really great final major so far. Every team is really putting their best foot forward and playing some great Counter-Strike. My two favorite teams, I would say, FaZe and G2. Actually, no. G2 and Vitality are my favorite, but FaZe is a close third. FaZe and G2 are eliminated from the major. They got eliminated in this past round, which is sad. But Vitality and Liquid. Vitality being, they have 3 players on their team who have won multiple majors. Magisk has won 3 majors of the current 18. And Zonic, who is their coach, and Dupree have won 4 of the 17 majors, all with Astralis, who is their old team. But I'm also cheering for Vitality because they have some French people on their team, which, of course, Paris Major, French, and then some very top-tier players who have not won a major. So it's all just kind of accumulating, the whole storylines, how they go for majors and things like that. And then Team Liquid are North America. So
is Counter-Strike Global Offensive the game you're playing?
Yeah. That's the major.
So what is buy prime status upgrade?
That's that's quote unquote like buying the game. The prime status upgrade just makes your matchmaking better. So you're not like a free to play account, you're a prime match. I forget how they changed it, but it's supposed to combat hackers and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll get into this in a second. Well, can I talk about this Paris Major?
Yeah,
I'm going to blow
ahead.
some shit up right now.
Of course.
So I watched it for the first time. Like I legit watched esports thing, like event. Yeah. And I was there for a while. I think well, when I say a while, it's a while for me. I watched an entire match. So best of 30.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And what I will say, if you're unsure of esports or anything, the CSGO, the cast they do is amazing because they have the opposite teams highlighted the whole match. So what you're seeing are these players hiding, like playing, and that's not what the players see. And then you're seeing these players, these pros, shoot these people through smoke because they saw one bullet zoom from this spot, and these other players are all the way in the back of the map, like legitimately, like all the way in the back, and you're seeing where they're shooting. And then they have the 5 characters on each team, like the players, at the bottom of the screen. And as one gets eliminated, it shows their health go down. So, like, one dude got shot, and he went immediately to 69%. Then he got shot down, and he got to 13%, and then he was disappeared. He, like, faded away into dust. But, like, I've watched other esports, like the bullshit Overwatch League. It doesn't compare. Like,
no.
Like this, like I want to actually try to play this game because watching that, it was so cool to see like the quality of game. Like I'm never going to be good at it because I pray and spray and like I'm not tactical at all. But like,
yeah, that doesn't work in CS:GO.
No, it doesn't. But
it works sometimes.
Well, right, but like not if you're going to try to win, you don't play like that, right? But what was cool about that is watching it is like every little peak matters. I remember this one play, it was a yellow team and a purple team. So the yellow team was down 3 points, 3 matches. And
rounds.
They were down 3 rounds. And this one guy from the purple team, they were ahead by 3 rounds, and this dude peeked this corner, and they had 4 people, and the other team, the yellow team, had 3. I don't remember the team names. This dude peeked around the corner, and like for me on my end, watching the other player shoot him, and you just see the body, like the silhouette of the body because they're the cast, but then you see the replay. This dude like popped out like a quarter of an inch, and he got headshotted in that one thing. Now they were even bodies. Dude, they sprinted almost like you, Nick, on the Division II paintball teams. Like as soon as you know you have even bodies or you're up a body, everybody pushes the map or the field. And then like you can't be down a body and then come back, and then if you're on a paintball field, malicious Division II paintball is sprinting up the field to kill people because they know they have the advantage. And because of that one round, the yellow team came from behind and won. Like It was legit. Like I've never seen an esports thing, an event like that before. It was so well done. Like legit, I felt like I was watching a basketball game or a baseball game or anything like that because it was like, oh boy, here we go. It was top tier. The quality of the cast was top tier. And because of it, like I don't understand the game because like they were talking about like money, and they're like, oh, he doesn't have a lot of money, and they only have 2 AKs, and I'm like, the fuck? What do you mean by that?
Oh, because you buy your guns between rounds.
Well, right.
Yeah.
And like A-Trax explained it, like if they have a lot of money, which means they didn't choose a lot of stuff, they probably only have pistols. But if you don't try to take the objective, you're not earning money for the next round, and that could
there's an economy while you're also playing the game.
Yeah, the meta of this game, it was so cool, man. I'm gonna play this game. I'm actually looking at my Steam, and I already have it in my Steam library. It's downloading right now.
That's why your connection's terrible. Okay,
my connection's not terrible.
Nick, are we gonna have? Is that going to be the Monday thing? Are we going to play CS:GO on Monday now?
No.
Well, I'd like to play Jedi Survivor sometimes, but
oh yeah, that's true.
If
it doesn't
I'm
crash.
excited you're downloading it, Marcus.
Well, I listen. I've never played it, right? or wait, hold on. I will tell you. I bet I did play it at one point.
I'm sure.
I can't even find it.
Yeah, you probably tried to spray and pray, died a few times. It was like, this is stupid.
You know what I did play is there was a game like it that came before it, I think, and it was called like Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, Team Fortress 2 was, I'm pretty sure that was before CSGO. I don't know if it was before Counter-Strike in general. But Team Fortress 2 was definitely before CSGO, because CSGO is 2012. And Team Fortress 2 was, I don't know, early 2000s.
Here we go. Install.
While they're looking up other CSGO stuff.
Yeah. TF2 is release date is October 2007, and then CSGO is 2012.
Downloading, bitches.
Let's go, Marcus.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've been waiting. I didn't want to talk about it in our Snapchat group. I've been legit waiting for tonight to be able to talk about it because I just thought it was cool. And then, like, seeing how much of a boner Atrax had at PAX for it, like he didn't want to play any other game. He just wanted to stand there and watch other people play against, like, 1v1 themselves. Rather than play all these other games, and Atrax plays every fucking video game that is released.
I did play a lot of games at PAX, but I was also very incredibly excited to see Source 2 at PAX as well. Yeah. And be able to play 1v1s on it.
But was it really Source 2? Is that confirmed?
Okay, so look, I've never heard it confirmed anywhere, but you are going to have a very, very hard time convincing me that it's not Source 2. And the reason that I say that is because I've seen the show match for Source 2 at, I think it was Rio. I think it was in Rio. Mm-hmm. And the gun sounds are different than in CSGO. And the gun sounds for that game were way different. And the textures looked way better than in CSGO.
But I will say they probably upped, like, that's probably a supercomputer that they, like, HD the shit remix out of that game.
But it wouldn't change the sounds. It wouldn't change the gun sounds, Marcus.
Or maybe it was CSGO and they put the CSGO 2's sound piece. I don't know.
Why would you custom make a game just for a demo? You know what I'm saying? That was definitely just Source 2.
I feel like it was just Source 2. You know what?
Because they also were really restrictive about, like, you looking at the settings too, right?
Yeah, you couldn't.
You couldn't really change your reticle and stuff.
You couldn't. I was like, because on the placard it said you can change your mouse and your keyboard settings, and crosshair is under mouse, and so I opened it and I was like, I'm just gonna change the crosshair, and the guy came in, he was like, no, sorry, here's your DPI buttons on the right, and that's all you can change. Right. So I was just kind of like, okay, I guess I can't change I guess it makes sense, but I thought I could adjust my settings in the first 2 minutes. Whatever. I had a great time playing it. I'm convinced it was Source 2. The Paris Major is going on, and it's great. I hope Vitality wins. My pick'ems are looking good so far. I actually had FaZe losing their first round to Heroic, and the reason I did that for my pick'ems is because it's kind of creating the story arc of, like, well, hopefully if Vitality wins, because I have them winning the major, then my pick'ems are good. Originally I wanted FaZe to win, but then Heroic originally beats FaZe in the first round, so I'll have them all the way to beat Vitality, and it's kind of like, getting revenge for FaZe.
I'm looking at the like the Twitch channel, and nobody's title says first time player. How cool is that?
For CSGO?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure you'd have to scroll way to the bottom for that.
I'm at like the 8 viewers and still nothing. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
I'm excited to play it.
I'm excited to join you, Marcus.
Watch me die and get really rage quit.
I want to help you not rage.
Oh, I'm gonna
and
rage.
see you improve, and you'll be like, "Oh, dude!" And then you're gonna one deeg somebody, or just like run around and one tap somebody, and it's gonna feel so good. You're gonna be like, "Oh, I got him! Oh, yeah, yeah!" And then you're gonna just, I don't know, keep playing, and then you'll be like, "Oh, this is my new game. I'm gonna start streaming CS:GO."
And then he's gonna get frustrated and not let us help him.
Yeah, that too.
Hey,
And
hey.
it'll be gone forever.
And ready?
Then
I'm pinching.
he'll leave the Discord.
I'm pinching you both. Wake up.
Oh.
The dream's over.
Okay. Dream's over.
There goes the bubble.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Wait a minute.
The queue's over.
Meanwhile, back on the ranch.
Team 17 sale. I bought Thymesia in honor of Marcus rage quitting Elden Ring. It's a Souls-like game that I haven't played before. It's got a cool theme to it, and it's a lot of fun. That's all I can say. It's a lot more parrying than dodging, although there is a dodge mechanic. In this game, the damage is kind of spread between two different attacks. So you attack with your main weapon, and it will bring their health bar down and reveal wound damage. And then you attack with your claw to take away the wound damage. Kind of, I don't know. And then you can parry in between. So it's,
Oh, I've seen this game.
yeah,
I'm watching the YouTube video of it. Yeah, I've seen this game.
it's got a really cool aesthetic.
Yeah,
And
it's really like dark and like foggy and like it almost looks like Warframe a little bit.
yeah, it's kind of, it's got people liken it to Bloodborne mixed with Sekiro.
Bloodborne.
Yeah. Good times. So I've been playing through that, which has been a lot of fun. Making my way through the game. Good times, good times. And my last bullet point, Affinity 2.1 for all of our content creators out there. Affinity 2.1 of Affinity Designer 2.0. They're upgrading all sorts of cool stuff. You get a whole bunch of new brushes and things like that. And it's a tool that I use pretty regularly for thumbnails, for assembling images and things like that. I use it for the thumbnails for our podcast, for the episodes on YouTube. So, yeah, if you are a content creator and you don't want to buy something or subscribe to like Adobe for Photoshop and things like that, Affinity Designer is a great way to go.
Sweet.
So, Marcus, what have you been up to?
I've officially rage quitted Elden Ring.
Okay.
Like quit.
Yeah, it's official for me to call it out. I can't bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
I am a terrible video game player. And I am at a point where I can't dive into that game because I play live service games.
What do you mean?
Like, I can't dedicate enough time to that game because of the live service game that I play.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
You played
yeah.
too much Destiny to play Elden Ring, is what you're saying.
right.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm to play Elden Ring, like, it's the only game I can play because it's the only way you're going to get better. Because as soon as I play another game, I lose that rhythm of like the keys or the controller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's such a bitch thing for me to say because I'm a terrible gamer, but I am retiring it for now. Until the day that I quit Destiny, which that day is coming
Yep.
soon. Other than Clan Night, I am probably going to stop playing the game. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
Like, there's too many awesome things out there that I want to play that I don't because I'm hooked on a live service game, and that's the MMO hook, right? Star Wars: The Old Republic, or Destiny 2. Like, that's how they get you. The grind and like getting gear and all this shit. And like, I don't have, like, I play video games 9 hours a week. That is not enough time to be able to play 2 games. So I need to like play a game and one game, beat it, and move on to the next.
Yeah, I get you.
And keep my Destiny stuff going with Clanite because I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Totally.
moving on. I am back in the Heir to the Empire's Thrawn books. I've read through book 1. Actually, I audiobooked. I already own them on audiobook, so I audiobooked the first one. I did half or 3/4 of book 2 on audio, and I finished book 2 by reading it. And now I am in book 3, which my wife and my son went to the library and got me The Last Command, which is the 3rd book, and I started reading it tonight. I am making time to read again. Like, I love to read, but because I'm so busy, I don't read. So I'm going to bring this book with me to work, and I'm going to read at lunch, and like, I'm going to get back into just reading my book because like, I love it. Like, this trilogy is the best books I've ever read. Like, you want to talk about my real deal book content? It's this trilogy. I know it's not canon, but fuck Disney. This is my canon. Moving on. Yesterday.
Can I just circle back to something real quick?
Yeah.
In classic Marcus fashion, can I just say I think I pretty much nailed it for your Elden Ring lifespan there. I think
that was pretty good.
I said 3 months, 90 days roughly, and I think that's pretty damn close to what ended up happening.
Yeah.
But I haven't played it. I haven't played it in weeks.
I know.
It's just I'm officially saying I'm done. Like, I want to play it. I'm just a terrible gamer. And if I just stop playing every other game, then I'll pick it up. But
well, I mean, you're being a little harsh on yourself because like, if you don't play anything remotely like that, you know what I mean?
You have no frame of reference. Like you
yeah,
said,
and
you
then
haven't even played Skyrim.
Like, you don't play RPGs in general. You don't play melee combat third person games at all, and so like then you're being like, I'm a terrible gamer, but you're also picking the hardest, like most difficult game in that category,
and you
by
played
a lot
for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
So you
so
didn't
like,
play
of
for
course
a
you're
whole
terrible.
lot. Yeah.
It's like trying to jump to pro paintball from never playing paintball.
All right,
You're
so,
going to get
wait,
the
Chipman.
same reality check with CSGO.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say this one thing.
Okay.
I have a better chance of shooting somebody on a paintball field against pros than I do beating Elden Ring.
Well, yeah, because like
Okay.
everybody's paintball guns. Everybody's still shooting paintballs. You know.
Yes, exactly.
It's like getting into a boxing ring. Like, yeah, everybody can like throw a punch, but like
Yes.
odds of you hitting somebody are low. But you technically have a chance. Yeah.
Right, exactly. What did you say, Atrax?
I said also, like, you only played 12 hours.
No, you said
Yeah.
something about a reality check.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Oh, yeah. When you play CSGO, you're going to get the same feeling.
It's the same thing.
It's going to be the exact same thing.
It's playing CS:GO. I haven't played CS:GO, but I played Valorant, which is I'm pretty much based off of CS:GO from what I gather.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's not the same game. I'm not saying
It's
that,
harder.
but it's in the same
No.
category, right?
Valorant's not harder?
It's a very divisive topic, but from my perspective, Valorant is not nearly as fun. So like the skill ceiling is lower in my mind with Valorant than with like CS:GO, because with CS:GO you have to really memorize stuff. In Valorant, there's so many abilities going all over the place that like it's a chaotic mess.
Yeah. So it's imagine CS:GO, Marcus, but then each character has abilities like Overwatch. That's Valorant.
It's like the difference between paintball and airsoft.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I get you.
In my mind.
Yeah, I get it. No. I get exactly what you're saying.
But it'll be fun.
Anyway.
I'm interested to see how you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a game it's free, and why not play it? Like,
Yeah.
I watched that. I watched it. Like, I played Overwatch and stuff, and like, here's the thing: is why can't I? Like, this is just bringing me back to my point about playing video games. Like, why can't I just play that game one night? There's no commitment. I'm just gonna play it for a night and have some fun. And if I like it, cool, I'll play it again. If I don't, who fucking cares?
Absolutely.
Yesterday I watched John Wick 1. I've never seen any of the John Wick movies. That movie was rad as fuck. And
Oh, yeah.
And you can be as mad at me as you want for this statement, but that is a dude movie.
Yeah.
Like my wife could not watch that movie. Straight up blowing people in the fucking head 3 times and like blood squirting everywhere. My wife could not handle that movie.
Oh, really?
No, she would be like, I'm not watching this. You know what would have got her was when the dog dies. Spoiler: the dog dies. It would have been game over for Carrie.
Yeah. You know something I noticed last night while we were watching it? We watched it guys' night. The dog like gets injured by the guy and ends up dying, but like John gets injured, knocked out, and is laying there, and the dog gets injured far away from him, and then there's just a blood trail where the dog crawled to John, which makes it like extra sad.
Yes.
And then like John wakes up from being knocked out to the dog being dead in front of him. But it's like, ugh, Jesus.
Yep.
That's a rough intro. You completely are on John Wick's side, and then he fucking kills everybody.
Right. Also, too, I applied for my PAX West Media Pass.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now
How did
I'm
you
not.
do that?
You got an email that says you can do it because we've been attendees at PAX prior.
Yeah, you definitely
They're
got
inviting you.
All right,
They-
I need to check my email then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely got it.
Yeah, they offered us to apply before they open up the media registration, essentially.
Exclusive.
Gotcha.
Well, it's because we were already in PAX, so like we'll get that.
Yeah, we're
and
just
maybe they deny me. Who knows? Because they
We're
were
just-
like this fucking asshole didn't do this.
well. I think we're probably in the cool
Oh,
kids
I
club
found it.
now.
I found it.
I don't think
just-
we are.
I just wanted to
Anyways.
hit the button.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I'm not even 100% sure I can go. There's major logistical stuff that I'm going to have to figure out in order to be able to go.
Yeah.
Almost like A-Trax coming here. If, how much were your flights here, A-Trax?
Like $600, I think.
That's what I'm saying. So like if I spend $600, hopefully A-Trax can cover the hotel costs or something. And we make this happen.
If to Seattle, it's a lot cheaper than to Portland. Because
No, I
to
get it. Yeah,
Seattle,
yeah.
you can fly direct. I had to have a connecting flight
Right.
both ways.
Well, all I'm saying is, and it's Labor Day weekend. That's the other shitty part.
it is?
Yes. It's the 1st through the 4th, which is Labor Day weekend.
Ooh.
And like that's like the unofficial end of this like summer.
Summer, yeah. Like
And,
you
like-
you got to stop wearing white pants after that, you know.
Who the fuck wears white pants? Not me.
Dude, I love white pants,
Sep-
especially going out
August-
at night.
August, September, it's going to be pretty rainy.
You just don't wear underwear, and you can see the Greek sausage through the pants. It's like an
Anyway.
advertisement.
Yeah. Anyways, new season of Destiny comes next week. I'm pretty excited for the story part of that. Everything else, I would say I'm just burnt out. And I don't get, like, I enjoy the story content. I enjoy raiding with friends, but it's not, the game isn't giving me, like,
It's not fulfilling.
well, they made the game harder. So so basically they've listened to all the top tier streamers who are fucking elite, who play the game 15 hours a day, and they're like, this game is too easy. But all the casuals paid the price.
Okay.
And the game has gotten really difficult, like the scaling of the game. Plus, then on top of it, like everything, like your pinnacles, like you got to do 5 strikes now to get the pinnacle gear instead of the old 3. It's more of a time sink. And like, I don't have all the time in the world to be able to grind that game to get to that max level needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's frustrating to me because it's a game it's like Final Fantasy 14. It does not respect your time at all.
Right.
They want you playing this game 4 hours a day. You know what I mean? In order to get everything you need. So, but either way, but I do love the story and the lore behind it. So I am looking forward to that. This Sunday, we're doing the Root of Nightmares. That's the one raid I have not done and completed in the game. And then the last thing is shout out to Cheryl at Prideful Sloth. It's official. They're coming on the podcast. They're going to let me know. They have 2 options for dates. So Cheryl's going to come on, as well as she's going to have another dev who is actually the one that builds the game come on and talk more about it. And hopefully we can get down to the nitty gritty of what's coming in the game. How far is the game going to go? Because really, truly, I will say I loved playing this game.
Great.
It was like what Nick was saying earlier about me never playing a game like Elden Ring at all.
Yeah.
I've never played a game like Go-Go Town before.
Yeah.
So for me, it was super fun and it was chill, but it was hectic as well. And from the first time I played it to the second time I played it, once we got the pre-alpha demo, I was significantly better and more understanding of the game because it takes me a while to figure out a game, but once I do, it's on. All right, Nick, what's up, dude? And what have you been up to?
Well, I played a little paintball on Saturday. I didn't really have to, but with Mother's Day Sunday, and I'm going to be busy this weekend and then the weekend after, I wanted to just get some field time. Just get, don't want to lose the...
Wait, you're not playing this weekend again?
No, this weekend is OPS and NEXL, so local tournaments. I'm working OPS. Then I'm working OPS on Saturday. Then Sunday, it's Ariel's master's graduation ceremony. So I'm going to Boston area for that. And then the weekend after that, Memorial Day weekend, I'll be up in New Hampshire at MFA. Then the weekend after that is the first weekend in June, and that's when we start our hardcore double practices prep for Philly.
Sure.
So I just wanted to get a day in, So Mother's Day Sunday was pretty awesome. My sister, first my mom thought my sister and I weren't coming to the evening, and then we both showed up in the morning. So, and my sister brought her new puppy, Capo, short for Capicola. He's a tiny little Australian Shepherd puppy, and he's extremely cute, and he's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'll post some pictures in the Discord.
Please do.
Yeah.
I've been playing Jedi Survivor on stream. I really like the game. I just wish it ran better. So they came out with a giant 94 gigabyte patch, and I thought I had installed that, but I guess I got a notification yesterday that it needs to finish downloading. So I did, and then it downloaded, but I didn't really notice a difference in performance. So it's not like I have a crappy computer either, right? I have I have an i7 10th gen and a 3080 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So it should be fine. It conquers all other games just fine. But I've been getting dropped frames, very sporadic frame rates, tons of crashes. I think it crashed 2 or 3 times in 2 hours. The first stream I played, a lot of crashes, and it's worse when I run Streamlabs at the same time. It gets even worse. So and Streamlabs is not taking up my processor, and I did download MSI Afterburner, and I tried it yesterday, and it was not my processor is not getting hot at all. It's 45 to 50 degrees Celsius.
So it's the game.
It's the middle. Yeah, the game is just fucked up. So which is frustrating because the game itself is fun. It's really a cool game. The story isn't interesting. There's a cool thing where as you explore and finish the story, at least the initial story on Kobo, the first big planet you get to, you can basically build out the settlement. So you build up this cantina, and you can send people to the cantina to do stuff and they get more vendors there, and start a garden and fish tank. It's all kinds of cool stuff. Just build up the area and make it better. So it's really interesting. I enjoy the game a lot. I just wish it ran better. And the developers put out something before they released that patch that it's hard to do this on PC. I'm well, how come no other games have this issue? Or you know what I mean? Like I don't have any sympathy for you. If you put the game out, it should run right. It shouldn't literally crash. Like I had a particularly frustrating thing happen. So on stream, I ended stream fighting this boss, and I'm playing on Jedi Grandmaster, so that's another factor. So like those little skips and frames and stuff like that actually matter.
Can I ask one question about the Jedi Grandmaster?
Yeah.
Do you find it more rewarding to play it like that versus just playing it on
normal or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes, but I was getting frustrated because I felt like a lot of times that I was dying was like not necessarily my fault. Like I'd be in the parry animation and die because like the frame skipped or something, and it just like dropped like input, or like I'm hitting dodge and like I'm not dodging because of like the input lag. Is like the game got fucked up. So speaking of which, I'm stuck on I finished stream being stuck on this boss, like the first big boss of the game. You're fighting like a lightsaber battle, and fighting. I shut stream off. Like, all right, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I grab like a little like granola bar snack and come back like 10 minutes later. Like, let me give it a couple more tries. I'm not like ready to go to bed yet. And I beat it. I beat the boss on Jedi Grandmaster second try after I came back to it. It's like, all right, great. Then in the cutscene after the boss fight, being like, all right, we won, blah, 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 whatever, the game crashes. And I lose that progress. So, like, that was particularly frustrating. I'm like, all right, well, fuck this. So then I revisited it this week. Like, I'm not gonna... Why am I, like, stressing out over playing on Jedi Grandmaster when, like, the game can't even run right, so it doesn't give me a fair chance? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I turned it down one notch to Jedi. I think it's just Jedi Master instead of Jedi Grandmaster, and the parry window timing is so much bigger comparatively. I don't think the boss on it landed any attacks on me. I think I parried every single attack and beat him in like 2 seconds. It was so I just left it on that, and then was playing on that earlier this week, but. Yeah, John watched. In other news, we watched John Wick on Wednesday. Like we already talked about, that was awesome. I hadn't seen that start to finish in a long time, and it was cool to see Marcus's reaction to stuff, having never seen that movie at all. In personal news, I got a new suit today, so I have a fancy event that I do in New Hampshire Memorial Day weekend that you need a suit for, and yeah, I got a new one. I haven't had a new one in like I don't know. At least 5 years, so having a suit that like actually fits correctly and stuff, and I'll look like modernly nice, is pretty sweet. I bought the suit. I went to Men's Warehouse. The tailoring at Men's Warehouse is running like 6 weeks out, and I'm like, I need it back in like a week. So I took it. I looked up tailoring places and found this like mom and pop shop right in town here. Took it there. The little Portuguese lady was like, "Oh, no problem. Yeah, we're usually a week turnaround time. Just come back Thursday and you'll be all set." I'm like, "Okay, great. How much would it be?" It's like $70. I'm like, "Perfect. That's a home run. It's cheaper than if Men's Warehouse did it too." So I'll have like, I've never had a tailored suit. Really, I've never got anything tailored before. So I don't know. I'm just excited about that. It's kind of I don't ever wear fancy clothes like that, but when the one had to do it once in a while, it's pretty sweet. But
when in Rome.
Yeah. Marcus, what's going on with AIE?
So Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, you can play 2 games in AIE, whether it's Star Wars The Old Republic or Destiny 2. 9 p.m. Eastern, come play with us.
Woo woo.
And if I'll have you.
If all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. Get our Discord information in the top right-hand corner of the website. Whether or not you play Star Wars The Old Republic, Destiny 2, World of Warcraft. What? I'm confused. Or any other games that we play, we would love to have you. And with that, I got to pee, so we'll be right back.
My God, what is taking him so goddamn long?
Nick, hurry up, man.
It's all that beer you're drinking. Come on, bro.
Bros before hoes, man. Get off Snapchat.
And we're back. So today we're jumping right into working class questions. First up is a question from Roth. Why do you like the game genres, FPS, MMO, etc., that you do? Gentlemen? Thoughts?
All right, so my thing is I like them because that's what I've played the most of.
Okay.
I got sucked into an MMO and I fell in love with it. Then first-person shooters is pretty much what I've played my whole like teenage on. That's when it really like Halo changed everything for me. So first-person shooters are my natural game, and then throw in the MMO, which is SWTOR, or now like Destiny, which is a hybrid, but it's still a first-person shooter. That's why I like the games.
I would say I enjoy the genres I do when I do, because as many people know, I play just everything. Usually because I feel like I've been playing too much of one genre lately, and I see something else that looks interesting, and I'm like, ooh, I'll switch from a MMO to a farming game, and then I'll switch from the farming game to a ARPG or an FPS, and then I'll switch from the FPS over back to the RPG again, or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm always down for rhythm games. I love rhythm games.
I should play Guitar Hero again at some point. Should do it like
Bro,
a Guitar
you
Hero
should play
stream.
Guitar Hero on stream.
Yeah.
You can't.
Why can't you?
No, they flag all the
MCA,
sounds.
They'll flag
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, but why? Wait,
I mean,
wait.
I guess you could do it for one stream, yeah.
You could do it for one stream and just don't save the VOD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But for my answer, I like a first person shooter because I don't know, I like that shooting mechanic, and it's just like shallow fun, and I really enjoy. And then the RPGs that I play, I'm a big lore person. Like lore is the big, like a story and world building and immersion is a big deal to me. It's why I really like I'm really enjoying Jedi Survivor right now because all the cool like new Star Wars stuff. Marcus, you should really make an effort once they fix it to play that game. I think once you hit, I don't know if you watched I kind of saw it somewhat off stream, but there's a point in the story that you would get a giant boner for.
Oh, listen, there's no doubt of that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going along with you in saying I'm going to play that like I played Fallen Order. I'm going to wait a while. Like I've seen no spoilers, anything about the game. I don't listen.
Yeah.
I feel like that for me as a game, especially with the issues you're having, like I would get really pissed off that you pay $60 for a game.
Yeah, I'm definitely disappointed in that. And this is probably the first time that I bought a game.
Isn't Survivor 70?
I think it's $70, yeah.
Oh yeah, so my point exactly. Like
yeah.
And honestly, like I like to wait for the game like that for people to figure out all the puzzles and everything.
Yeah.
So like I'm not.
You can look it up if you get super stuck.
Right. And I will play it because like I really did enjoy playing Fallen Order.
Yeah, I mean I think
Fallen
honestly,
Order was great.
But I am not gonna play it on Grandmaster.
Oh no, I don't recommend that. It's kind of crazy, like especially considering your experiences with that levels of difficulty. But you'd get really.
Well,
I feel like I have a lot more patience than you do, and I was getting really frustrated. Granted, it was more the performance issues than the actual game, but
right. I was watching it, and I feel like I would do better at Grandmaster in a Star Wars world because I know what to expect rather than medieval kind of fighting.
Yeah, like you don't
I'm
understand.
not a medieval kind of fan,
and
I don't like that type of combat where like lightsabers. Like I understand it, and I feel like their mechanics are Elden Ring light.
Yeah.
Yes. At least from my experience from Fallen Order to Elden Ring, it was a lot easier. Like the timing windows were a lot more forgiving. And I was also thinking too, Marcus, in agreement with your point that the game itself makes a lot more sense in general to you. Like, oh, well, he would level up so he would gain more force powers. Oh, these are the force powers that I get. These are like the lightsaber styles, as opposed to Elden Ring, where it's just like, oh, you can use all these different types of weapons, and these are the stats, and you're just like,
it's a lot to take in.
Vigor,
right.
like what is all this stuff? Whereas you kind of understand, oh, like I could either go into lightsaber combat or into force combat.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do we have for our next question, guys?
Nick says, fuck, marry, kill, pancakes, waffles, French toast.
I think this is a really important question to address. Do you understand the assignment, Marcus?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, mine would be fuck waffles, marry French toast, and kill pancakes. So, like, pancakes, essentially, I could do without. I like pancakes, but of the three, I like waffles a lot more. My favorite is French toast, especially, I think, who said that? It was either Rayu or Doritos. That, like, stuffed French toast is epic.
That was Scarlet.
Scarlet. Stuffed French toast is epic.
French toast.
Yeah.
I don't even understand that.
You
That's
never had
gibberish.
stuffed?
No.
You never had
in my
stuffed
life.
French toast?
Why would you ruin a perfect French toast?
No, if you can put, like, some raspberry shit in there, it's like, it's really good. And they fry the outside. It's like crunchy, and then like epic French toast, like sponginess, and then you get like a pie filling type of deal going on. It's fucking awesome. It's really good. But anyways, what do you guys think?
I'm gonna kill off pancakes. Excuse me. I'm gonna kill off pancakes.
Okay, we both killing pancakes. Got it.
But I'm gonna marry the French toast with waffles on the side.
I think that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean waffle? You're not just gonna fuck waffles. Waffles is gonna be like your gumata.
Right. Like sometimes
it's like your girlfriend on the side that like you pay for her apartment.
Right. Like yeah. Sometimes the French toast sticks are made of waffles.
Okay.
I would fuck French toast, marry waffles, kill pancakes.
I think that's perfectly on brand.
I love waffles.
Yeah. No, waffles are great. I
like,
do too.
No, I love fucking waffles. Like, I love them.
I know. That is you. You are the waffle.
All right. Don Fernie asks, what do you think is the biggest issue with the gaming industry currently? And then conversely, in your experience, what is the greatest thing about the gaming industry?
Great question, Don Fernie, a.k.a. Fernando. Good friend of the show and me personally.
It may end the show. This is a long conversation we're about to endure in.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think the biggest issue with the game industry is the corporate greed of the board. What I mean by that is like, hey, we're releasing this game April 2nd. It has to be. And when the devs come up and say, hey, dude, it's not ready, we don't care. It's going. But like, the thing I don't understand is even though the game isn't ready, they still release the game. Even with the day one patch, the game is broken. And then as soon as you get shitty reviews, your game tanks and then you're fucking firing the devs because they fucked up when really they're saying, hey,
you got to give them
ready.
a chance. Yeah.
Right.
Well, and also those devs are working like 14-hour days. Like it's not like the devs are just lazy.
Right.
You know, they're just being held to unrealistic expectations.
Right.
Again, because greed.
Because corporate greed. And that's exactly the point I was going to make. I mean, it's highlighted by me playing Jedi Survivor that's not working as intended at all. So, like, totally agree. Like, just fix the games. Take more time. Like, I think the problem is where that pressure comes from is, like, when boards are looking at, like, the overall company, like, they can legitimately lose value in stock prices because their stock prices will go down if they delay a game. And then that's, like, literally changes the company's net worth. Some tangible amount. I just pulled a Marcus. And so, like, I kind of understand that, but I do not think it at all justifies putting out broken games like Battlefield 2042 or... I mean, that game had a lot more problems besides being broken. I think they just got rid of a lot of core mechanics there, too. That was dumb. But Cyberpunk, same deal. I mean, Jedi Survivor right now that I'm playing, same deal, just like broken. A lot of games are like that otherwise could have been great, you know?
The other issue with the gaming industry as well is I feel like they've lost touch on original games. So all of the, like, what I mean by that is, like, let's say Nick and Atrax has the A&N game studio. You create said new independent game. Microsoft, I come in and say, hey, I want to buy your studio for $200 million.
Yeah.
You guys sell it to me, and then that game just becomes lost.
Nothing. Yeah.
Right. And it just absorbs it, and I feel like you're losing quality games because these big think about it, when we were playing Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3, how many AAA games there were? It was a lot. How many actual AAA games do we actually get now? Not that many.
I feel like there's just as many, but you don't play them. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, I'll be honest with you, Marcus. Personally, I feel like it's it's kind of, yes, there's a lack of original ideas because the market is pretty heavily saturated. Like, as soon as an idea comes out, every other studio hops on board. And I'll use the Battle Royale thing as an example. PUBG was popular. Fortnite sold out hardcore and just went straight to that. And I mean, like, why wouldn't they? Because it's popular, right? It made them a ton of money. Like, they made a ton of money off of it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, I personally really want to see what that fort building game, like zombie defense game, would have been if they had stuck with that idea. And, like, I don't know, I guess we have a ton of zombie defense games now, and there's quite a few that I could list. And again, that's oversaturation, right? So, and it's tough
Call of
with
Duty
content
with
creation
Warzone.
too. Yeah, Call of Duty with Warzone, and Call of Duty in general, a game coming out every single year that's relatively the same. Yeah, the campaign's different. Yeah, the
balancing's different in multiplayer
mode.
or whatever. Yeah.
Right, yeah, the gunplay is a little bit different, but still, is it really a different game? Not particularly. We could have done with a DLC every year or something. Like, a good example is CS:GO. That game hasn't changed a whole lot at its core. That it's still the same weapons. It's still, well, relatively the same weapons. It's still the same maps. But the maps have been redone, the economy has been redone, the weapons have been tuned just over the years to make slight adjustments. So I don't know. To me, that's kind of, those are the two main issues, are greed and then just oversaturation.
Agreed. Yeah. But
so what would be your greatest thing about the gaming industry?
Once in a while, like, my faith in humanity gets restored. Like, just like really cool games. Like, so like I'll give an example. We interviewed Amanda the Adventurer's developers. It got like a soundbite at PAX. And I honestly, when we saw them at PAX, I didn't realize what that game was. I know exactly what that game is. So, like, I don't like horror games. That's definitely a creepy game. But I really like watching other people play them, like usually Markiplier. And so, like, I realized, like, I'd watched a lore video on Amanda the Adventurer from Game Theorists, like Matt Pat, and then they updated Amanda the Adventurer to like a whole full-fledged game, and that's what they were showing at PAX, and now Markiplier just played it on his stream too. So, like, I don't know, that's like, speaking of original ideas, like, that's a totally original game, original idea. Like, it's like, what if Dora the Explorer was like haunted by a demon? And you know what I mean? And like, you're playing these videotapes that like have this weird shit going on, but then it correlates to the real things around you, to like solve puzzles. It's just a cool idea. It's original. It's new. It's fresh. It's like, would I pay $70 for that? I don't know, but it's definitely at least a $40 game. You know,
it's
the
like
full
$5.
version now, or whatever it is.
I think when we interviewed him, he said that he was aiming. They were aiming for like 3 hours for the game to take about 3 hours. So if that's
Yeah.
their goal anyway, then it wouldn't be 60. You know, it would be. Like,
Yeah, it wouldn't be-
I don't
wouldn't be
know,
full price,
30
but-
bucks,
I think it's
$20,
$5.
$5.
Yeah, I guess my point is just like the greatest thing about the gaming industry. Once in a while, like I just really like when a studio has a really cool idea and nails it. Like I feel like with Amanda the Adventure, that's a
it's
great
$9.99.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
$9.
that's
You
great.
lied.
But like, or you know, we have lots of examples. We played a lot of games like that at PAX, and I played a lot of crappy games too, but which you didn't really highlight. But like, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to like Starfield from Bethesda. I hope they do that right. I hope it's not a buggy disaster when it launches. But like that concept's really cool, right? Like I don't know. I think the greatest thing is like cool original concepts of storytelling. Like the Fallout series is just really cool. It's all a video game to begin with. It's not based on a book or a movie, you know. Greatest thing is like it's just a really unique medium to tell stories in, and it's immersive in a way that movies or TV shows could never be. So I think that's my favorite part about the gaming industry.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before. Games are movies and shows more or less with an interactive quality to it, because you have to have everything that a movie or TV show would have, plus more, in order to make a good and compelling game. You have to have really high quality writing. You have to have really good sound design. You have to have really good level design. You have to have good encounter design, dialogue, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Has to be done really, really well. And you have to sort out all the bugs for when people do all sorts of random crazy crap that they do in games, because they try to break them, which is also fun to do. So I agree with you, Nick. I love that. I love that part of the gaming industry. Even some of the AAA games that people complain about, like World of Warcraft is a good example. People complain about that game a lot, but look how it has changed and evolved over the years. And now you have 3 different versions of the game that you can play at any one time.
Yeah.
Like when the game first launched, imagine telling people back in 2004, like, hey, this is what the game is going to be. I don't know. I think it's taken for granted a lot how many awesome games we have.
My favorite thing about the gaming industry is the community. There's nothing better to me than everybody I get to play games with. That's the best part of gaming for me.
I totally get it.
Sovi asks, what is your favorite dog breed?
That's a tough question.
German Shepherd.
I have 2, Australian Shepherd and Akita.
See, like, I don't have enough experience with different dog breeds. I mean, I know Marcus's dogs, German Shepherd and Golden Retriever. I mean, but the tricky thing is Marcus's German Shepherd, Maggie, is like the most unique German Shepherd ever. She's like the calmest, like most well-behaved, well-trained dog I've ever met in my whole life. And like also is like got like perfect grooming all the time. So like, I mean, Maggie's the shit, but I don't have like a big enough pool of different dog breeds. I definitely know I don't like little dogs. So any little dog breeds are out. Because they're just yappy and like nervous and scared because everything's bigger than them and they suck. I also don't like super, super big dogs like a Great Dane, because that's just too big and they bump into everything and just it's like a horse. You know what I mean?
Saint
I
Bernards are really cool, but they slobber too much.
Yeah, that too. Like same thing with Bernese Mountain Dogs are wicked cool looking, but like too much hair and slobber. So it's like, okay, dial it down a little bit. So now I'm looking at like medium-ish or not giant dogs. Like a Golden Retriever is pretty cool, when they're just like lazy and like get all up in your face too much sometimes, like Luke does. But like that's just how they are. You don't mean
but like
anything by it.
Luke doesn't jump. He doesn't anything. He just wants to be pet. Like Golden Retrievers just want to be touched all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a needy dog, but they're the sweetest fucking things in the world.
Agreed. Yeah. I mean, I'll see how my sister's got an Australian Shepherd, but he's just a puppy, so like it's hard for me to gauge what he'd be like as an adult. You know,
right?
Like I don't know. I've never experienced an adult Australian Shepherd in real life.
They're really great if you take them out for walks. Like if they get to expel their energy, then they're really chill at home.
Yeah. Capo actually put a little hole in my sweater I was wearing to work
Oh,
because when I go to play with him, he just got like the piranha puppy teeth.
Yep.
It was just like back and forth. It was funny, but no, I get you. You have to tire him out. I'll go with either final answer, golden retriever, or German Shepherd. Bam. Sophie also asked, "Did you know that R2D2 had a cameo in Star Trek 2009?"
No.
I did. I did indeed know that actually.
I did.
I did not. Star Trek is whack.
Yeah, I watched it once and then that was it. I didn't watch any of the sequels. I watched that movie and that was it.
Well, the movies, like, I'm talking more of the TV show. Like,
Oh, well,
it's
yeah.
a cool concept. Like, I liked Star Trek: The Next Generation as like a little kid because the
Yeah.
Borg, they were like that super sci-fi, like robot type humans.
Okay.
But, like, other than that, I'm not a big Star Trek guy. I feel like it's Star Trek versus Star Wars, and like,
I'm
I'm a Star
clearly
Wars
choosing
guy.
Star. Yeah, same. Rayu asked, since pineapple belongs on pizza, what is another fruit you would consider putting on pizza? Well, I don't agree with the first statement, but
fuck off, dude. Like,
Yeah, you're
you've
dumb.
said a million times that like you like you'll eat it, it's good, but you wouldn't order it, which
Well,
fine.
yeah.
But like pineapple does belong on pizza. It's just that's not your order. If I ordered pineapple, pepperoni, and jalapenos, you're gonna eat it, and you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is great," but you're not gonna call up Liberty Pizza and be like, "Yo, give me a pineapple pizza."
right. That's entirely accurate as to my opinion on pineapple on pizza. Yes. But it's way more fun if I shit on it and be like,
Yeah, but
no, it doesn't belong, and then you get all riled up and go on a 30-second rant.
I don't know. Like, I love apples, but like, I wouldn't put apples on a pizza.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a fruit that I would put on a
I
pizza.
feel like you could kind of get away with strawberries on a margarita pizza, but that's really
Yeah, but who likes a
pushing it.
margarita pizza anyway?
Not many people. But
I don't
I'm trying to think outside the box here. I'm
wait.
trying to go like Hell's Kitchen.
Women,
Master
my
Chef.
wife and my
There you
neighbor
go.
love margarita pizza.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
because it's plain as fuck.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
nothing
know.
exciting about.
Do tomatoes
Yeah.
count as a fruit? Are
No.
we going
I was
that
just
route?
that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
No.
well, technically, tomatoes are a fruit, so
I could also do like one of those dessert pizzas, and then you could put like bananas
What's-
and Nutella.
what?
Have you
The
never
fuck
had a
outta
dessert
here.
pizza?
No.
no,
Like, what the
that's
fuck?
not a
Like,
pizza.
That's
Like that's
fucking
just fried dough,
dough.
at that
Yeah,
point.
like, get the fuck out of here.
Come
Like,
on.
enough. Yeah.
If the pizza doesn't have red sauce on it, it's not pizza. Like, you know what I also don't like? When they do like a barbecue chicken pizza and they do barbecue sauce as the sauce, like, no, fuck off. I want barbecue sauce on top with the chicken and regular red sauce underneath. But that may be a hot take.
What?
Yeah.
Like, shit just got crazy. Like,
Dude, what are you? You
Dude,
want
let's just move on.
marinara
Next
and
question.
barbecue
wait,
sauce?
Wait.
Yes!
Ajax,
It's-
ask the next question. Move on.
All right,
We're
are
gonna-
calzones
there's gonna
just fancy hot pockets? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So when we,
Although I would
worked-
frame it as hot pockets are just crappy calzones, but
Yeah. that's a good
when
one.
I worked at a pizza shop delivering pizzas because I was broke as fuck, and I
Yeah.
delivered pizzas 3 nights a week because that was my dinner. Because you get free dinner when you work at a pizza shop.
nice.
I used to call calzones the zoner boner, and
Okay.
my buddy Rick G, like before Buffalo was a thing, he created this calzone. It was called the Chronic. So people would call up and go, yo, I want the Chronic, and I need it mad dank. And if you said that, you had to put like extra hot sauce in it, and it was so
Okay.
funny. The zoner boner, but yeah, wow, that's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
What else does Rayu ask?
if I stuff a pancake with jelly, does that make it an American crepe?
Why the fuck would you ever put fruit on a pancake? Like, that's
No,
the dumbest
stuff
shit ever.
A pancake with jelly.
Stuff it with
That's
jelly.
that's like somebody saying, I'm gonna-
Wait. Did
hey,
you also just say you don't put fruit on a pancake? That is
Fuck
Yeah.
so
no.
backwards.
Wait, wait, wait.
Bananas, strawberries, blueberries, all
Blueberries? Yeah.
get them in there.
No, blueberry pancakes are the best pancakes.
no,
Yes.
plain pancakes.
I actually agree. I don't not okay. I have a much different opinion, although nuanced, about the fruit in pancakes versus pineapple on pizza. Like I can get down with blueberry in pancakes way more than I would pineapple on pizza. But I'm also not ordering blueberry pancakes either. I would prefer the plain. Like a really well made. My dad used to make pancakes all the time when we were growing up, and waffles too. He has this recipe that's like every other recipe he does. Is amazing. He has this awesome pancake mix. So they're like thick and fluffy and fucking perfect. But a plain pancake's better. But to answer the question, if I stuff a pancake with jelly, does that make an American crepe? Yes, I guess that does make an American crepe. And crepes are underrated, I feel like. Crepes are really good.
Yeah,
I like a crepe.
Stupid question.
Okay, can I just throw one more wrinkle in? What do you guys think about putting peanut butter on your waffles and or pancakes with maple syrup?
Dude. Nutella is also a good option.
Well, yeah, that just can't have the Nutella.
What did I... Oh, I think I did that. So I think at PAX I got a waffle with bananas and Nutella, and that shit was good.
Well, see, okay, there you go. You get the concept then.
Yeah, but that's a little bit of fruit on a waffle, not a fucking pancake. A pancake deserves butter and maple syrup. That is it. Fruit, it's like fruit doesn't belong in beer.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. If you put an orange wedge on the edge of your glass for like a shock top or something, fine. But I do not like any fruited beers.
Yeah,
IPAs,
lime and Corona, same thing.
No,
lime and Corona, I agree, that's fine. But if you brew the beer with fruit, I almost never like it.
It's a little different.
Yeah. And I think
also wants to know, if I take two waffles and put a piece of meat and eggs between them, is it a balanced breakfast?
Yes.
Yes, it is. That is the breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
And the breakfast and the approved breakfast of the working class nerds.
Preferably bacon with a side of hash browns. But that's me.
I would go with a sausage patty, but I'm with you.
Hey, Nick,
I'm down to clown.
Who asks our next questions?
It's Doritos! And I probably just woke up all my neighbors. Doritos asks, what is your favorite tongue twister?
Are oars or oak?
What? That's not. I've never even heard of that.
Brown cow.
She sells seashells by the seashore, or Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Probably that one because I fucked it up.
Red leather, yellow leather.
All right, so this is where Doritos is just trolling. He goes, "Is thin crust pizza simply an oversized cracker?"
No, yeah, thin crust pizza sucks ass. Get that shit out of here.
Thin crust pizza on itself, no. But if you overdo any pizza, yes. Because I know certain members in my family like their pizza extra crispy, and that is basically just a cracker with pizza toppings.
Yeah, it's just the adult Lunchable version.
Right.
Of those pizza cracker things.
Yeah.
Does white pizza still count as a pizza?
I'm guessing white pizza is pizza with Alfredo sauce?
Yeah. No.
I mean, the fact that it's called white pizza kind of gives it away.
That what?
I feel like that it's pizza.
Well, I have strong sauce opinions.
Well, right, because you like marinara and barbecue.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
I do. I'm a big.
Whack,
honestly,
bro.
dude.
Hey,
I order extra sauce.
Listen, I get the extra sauce on pizza, but here's what I'm going to do. Next time I come over, I'm going to get you barbecue wings, and I'm going to order a side of marinara for you to dip it in.
I literally do that.
Fucking idiot.
I literally do that.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
God.
They're good.
Does pineapple taste as good on white pizza? No. As it does on marinara? Absolutely not.
Definitely.
Extra marinara, pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno if you want spicy.
Thoughts, Marcus? Pineapple on the white pizza?
No.
Okay. Glad you agree. What
My neighbor makes the most killer Hawaiian pizza. It's ham, bacon, pineapple with hot honey on it. Oh,
that's really good. I will say, credit where credit's due. When you put pineapple on a pizza, you got to put something spicy with it.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah,
jalapenos
sweet,
or
spicy,
hot honey.
savory.
Even just and if you don't want it to be super spicy, just throw pepperoni on there, and it gives it just a little zing.
Yep, red pepper flakes. Absolutely.
I'm a hot honey kind of guy, but
would a fried egg taste good on pizza? I don't think so. On a burger, sure.
I've had it on a burger,
but not a pizza.
I feel like it probably would if you got like a. You ever had like cheeseburger pizza?
No.
You
Well,
haven't?
I've had taco
I've had
pizza, but
I've had taco pizza and stuff, but like not a fried egg. No.
I think it would. I think it would work. It wouldn't have. I think it would be better on a specialty pizza, like a hamburger, maybe, or something. But anyways,
So
a bunch of questions from Sovi.
Has rapid fire questions. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah,
for adding so many questions. We love it.
This is great.
What energy alternative do you think is more fun? By that, I mean solar, wind, hydroelectric, geothermal, etc.
I mean, the most fun is definitely nuclear, because I think danger is fun, and then danger is also my middle
I
name.
like oil.
That's not an alternative.
That is the one.
Oil.
That's all we need.
the one ring to rule them all.
I like
Hey, Trip.
hydro.
All right.
Yeah, you do.
If you could build an arc reactor, how long do you think it would be before someone hushed it up and mothballed it? Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
I think they already have it. I think they already have all this shit, and they're not telling us because it was just
Hold on.
People can't handle shit.
Tinfoil. Oh! Nick's putting on his tinfoil hat. Here we go.
Yeah, no, I would put that on for Marcus. I don't think people are that smart. Like, I don't. What?
Oh my god, I forgot.
What'd you forget?
Star Wars Hotel closed it today. They
Closed?
announced it's closing. Yep, failed.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it was fucking dumb.
Dumb.
It was super expensive, and you got nothing for it.
Yeah.
Wah wah.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
Speaking of Star Wars, if you could have Star Wars tech in real life beyond lightsabers or space travel, so those two things are given, what would you like to see? Star Wars tech being from movies or games, etc.
Dude, a bacta tank would be the shit. Just hop in
yeah,
there.
that'd be
If you're like
pretty sweet.
hungover or whatever, and you're just fucking cured, or like any ailments, just take a quick nap in the old tankarooski, and you're good to go. Have some crazy dreams about your time on Tatooine while you're in there, but you come out fresh as a daisy.
I know I'm going to listen to this episode next week, and I'm going to be like, oh, I totally should have said this or that.
Yeah.
But I think, me personally, I'm going to have to go with like the jetpacks that the Mandalorians had.
Yep.
That would be pretty sweet. Because, I know there's like space travel and lightsabers and stuff, but to have an actual jetpack that you could strap on, or that was just part of your suit of armor and you just flew around everywhere, that'd be pretty sweet.
Marcus, I agree. Atrix, what do you
Speeder
think?
bikes.
Speeder bikes are pretty cool too. Like hovering vehicles are sweet.
Pod
No,
racers.
speeder bikes from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, through the forests of Endor, aka the Pacific Northwest. But honorable
West
mention
Coast,
to.
West Coast.
All right, relax. Just relax.
That's we don't complain about people being too loud on the East Coast.
Yeah, like come on. I wanted to say a quick honorable mention for Star Wars tech. Like having a protocol droid that can speak any language would be pretty dope. Just like
an
that's a good one.
IG-88 assassin droid.
You
It's
just
like-
walk into any neighborhood and be like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!"
Yeah.
yeah.
We
And
can't.
then, IG-88 just beep 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 beep.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Yep.
we got some more questions from Sovi.
Sophie's the best.
Yeah, just all the questions. Favorite fast food burger place?
Five Guys.
See, I was gonna say, does Five Guys count? Because that's that's
Yes,
like fast
I feel like-
casual.
It's fast food.
If Five Guys doesn't count, I'm gonna go Wendy's. But I would also agree Five Guys.
Yeah,
It's like you can order ahead and stuff and just walk in, pick it up, and leave.
yeah. I think five. Just for the record, I think Five Guys is a lot better than In-N-Out, also, which might be controversial across the country.
I've
but
never had
I would
In and
agree
Out.
with that.
It's good. It's definitely way better than other fast food restaurants. I like it a lot better than Whataburger and like Shake Shack. I think it's better. It's better than Shake Shack too, but it's not better than Five Guys. So that's my opinion. Five Guys is the best, 100%. That's my favorite burger that I didn't make myself, honestly. Even more than like some of the gourmet burger places I've had that are around here, like Max Burger or Plan B Burger. Like it's way better. Five Guys. Preferred Chinese dish.
General Tso's, pork
Yep.
fried rice, and 2 egg rolls.
That's pretty much. I would swap the egg rolls for some pan fried pork dumplings. But
Oh,
yeah,
I thought
that's
you were going to
exactly.
say come from some young guy.
I would
Nope.
do combination fried rice or combination chow mein.
What the fuck is combination?
Chicken, beef, and pork.
Oh,
Oh,
I never heard of that.
I haven't either. That's pretty sweet.
Sometimes you can add seafood, but I usually leave that out. I usually
Yeah,
just go
I-
the three
yeah.
main proteins.
Yeah, you want the cat, the rat, and the mouse.
Right. So, anyways, your preferred Italian dish. What do you think?
Veal parm.
Yeah, I would say my go-to is a parm of some kind, but I also really love like a penne alla vodka with like, and I'll add like sausage to it and broccoli or something.
Yeah, you
That's
want
like a
sausage.
spicy vodka sauce is the shit. And I'll add like usually sausage or something, like a red meat of some kind in there. But I also love like chicken parm or veal parm. I like is my favorite parm flavor. But
I like a
Atrax?
loaded Alfredo, usually fettuccine with, chicken bits and veggies and stuff like that.
yeah,
Loads
Very
of
nice.
Alfredo sauce.
lots of garlic. I'm
Well-
all about it.
Yeah.
I did a chicken and broccoli Alfredo once, and they put carrots and cauliflower in it. It was fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Amazing. It was
See, I
like
don't like
shredded carrot. But see, I love carrots because it's really good for your eyes.
Yeah.
And
My favorite combo is peas, carrots, and chicken.
I
See,
love peas.
I don't like peas either. I ate them so often as a kid. Like my mom put peas in fucking everything and it always ruined it. But
See, for me, that was bell peppers. Bell
Oh,
peppers
really?
got put in everything. And, you put a few bell peppers in there, and it just flavors the whole dish.
yeah, like my mom would like put peas in mac and cheese, and I would just be like, "Mom, I'll eat the peas on the side. Like, why are you ruining the mac and cheese?"
Oh, it's for color.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
I'm like,
because they
no.
wanted them to eat the vegetables.
Eat the vegetables, right?
Because if the peas were on the side, then little Nick wouldn't have eaten it. But
Yeah,
the other thing is hearing this. Isn't it crazy how, as adults, you think about the shit that your parents made you do as
Yeah.
a kid? Because
Oh, yeah.
they're the authority, and now you're an adult, and you're like, the fuck?
right.
But you
Yep.
know, they did it for their reason. Like, your mom 100% put the peas in the mac and cheese.
Yeah,
to
she's trying to get you to
the
eat
peas.
it. Yeah,
Right, and
Well-
you did.
because she didn't want to. She didn't want to have the fight about there's peas in the mac and cheese. Is the smaller fight than the getting me to eat it, probably. You know what I mean? But then
Well,
I think
if you had a side dish, like the little
Of peas.
divider plate, and
Yeah.
the other divider is peas, you're going to eat one and be like, this is gross. I'm not eating it, Mom. And
Yeah,
if it's mixed
probably.
in the mac and cheese, you're going to be like, I just want the mac and cheese.
oh, dude, I would devour mac and cheese as a kid too. I just took it down.
Oh, yeah. Top ramen for me. I'm still
Really, a lot of
guy.
ramen.
Oh, yeah. Tons of ramen.
I actually kind of want to get mac and cheese now, but I always feel so bloated after because the pasta's just terrible.
Loaded
like, in the
mac and
powder.
cheese,
Nick,
and you get
I just
crab
feel-
or lobster in there. Oh,
Nick,
yeah.
what you have
Oh, yeah.
to do. So I'm going to give you a cheat code.
Okay.
Ready? Next time you go to Big Y or Stop
Okay.
and Shop, wherever you buy your groceries,
Time out. There's only one store.
I
Well, two.
understand that, but I'm playing the game.
It's Big Y.
Whatever. Or Costco, BJ's,
Yeah,
whatever.
Big Y
Okay,
and Costco is what I
But just
use,
go
yeah.
there and ask them to buy the cheese ends.
Cheese ends like in the deli. Okay.
It's all the mixtures of the cheeses, and they're like the ends, okay?
Yeah, they can't slice in the deli slicer anymore. So
Correct.
just
So
throw
they
away.
just make a package of them, right? It's like $3 for the
You have
cheese
to ask
ends.
for them behind the counter.
Yeah, just go up there and say, hey, can I get some cheese ends? Then drive over to my house and say, hey, Carrie, can you make me a mac and cheese? It's the best fucking mac and cheese on the planet. Like
You just melt down all the cheese ends?
she makes this like crazy roux and mixes it. It's like your dad's mac and cheese is like a 95. Carrie's is like like 110. Like I don't know what the fuck she does to a mac and cheese, but it's like heaven on earth.
Wow. All right, cool. I'll definitely try it.
Yeah, and that's a nice way to get Carrie to make you a mac and cheese.
It's like I want to learn the recipe and then just eat it.
No, because you're going to come here and then Ryan's going to be like, Nick, you want to come play with me? You're not going to learn the recipe, but you're going to have a mac and cheese to go home with.
Right. That'll be the intro
and then
excuse.
You can be
though.
like, oh yeah, I didn't learn the recipe
Just
last
a bit.
time. I gotta learn
Can
it again.
we try this again?
Yeah. Do over. Mulligan.
All right. Last question for the evening. Sylvie asks, chain or mom and pop for restaurants? I prefer mom and pop, personally, most of the time. But it depends on what I want. You know what I mean? And what's available.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want to, really, really, really want.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friend. Anyways.
I'm also into
Mom and
supporting
pop.
your local businesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and pop. If you can. I mean,
Okay.
fast food is fast food, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So what I'll say is like there's certain places for both. Like breakfast, the mom and pops are the way to go.
Only.
100%.
Exclusively.
Like lunch,
Italian
mom and
places,
pops,
same deal.
Exactly.
I'll never go to a
Sushi.
chain. Like Carrabba's or Olive Garden, never get my business.
Right.
Like I'm going to a mom and
exactly.
pop place.
Yeah.
Always.
sushi is another
But-
good one.
Right.
Sushi,
But-
same deal. Yeah.
Yeah, but like sometimes like my kids go to Red Robin, they like Red Robin better than any mom and pop dinner place. Like mom and
yeah.
pop dinner places for me and Carrie, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense. Like I get that because that's a different experience. It's like the fun stuff for the kids.
Yum.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.